And next we have what we've all been waiting for, the digital landscape. Now, Stan Lee and Marvel have definitely not been stuck in the past. They are just keeping up with the times and staying relevant and current with the latest and greatest technology. And digital art seems to be what everybody's doing these days. And surprisingly, you can make it look like it's hand-drawn. Like this looks kind of like, if you look closely at it, it looks like it was done with pencils, but it kind of like, it seems like they are using the some kind of Adobe software to do this. So technological advances have transformed not only our personal lives, but the workings of every business as well, and the comic book industry is no exception. Thanks to email and the internet, it's easy for creators to keep in touch with their publishers, their editors, and their fellow comic book makers. Sending documents and scanned art files has never been easier or quicker. So back in the day, you would have to mail your artwork. Now you just send an email. So it's so much better. And this blue page here is pretty interesting. Not sure what they're talking about. But saving your work, yes, you can just save it, obviously. Pull color from photographs, yeah, that's pretty useful. You can just, with the tools that they have there, you can copy a color and add it. There's some incredible things. I actually have the Adobe Creative Cloud, like the whole suite. It used to be called like Adobe Creative Suite or something like that, but now it's called the Adobe Creative Cloud. And I am paying for the whole thing, which gives me access to everything: Photoshop, Illustrator, and all the other ones. And that's kind of what appears to be the industry standard for digital art these days. I know there's other alternatives that I've heard are pretty good and cheaper, but looks like the Adobe Creative Cloud is still used by many big professionals today. So it goes to talk about digital art techniques that are being used. It used to be oh so simple. All an artist had to master was a pencil, a brush, a pen, and the odd eraser or two. These days, digital techniques have given you guys no limits to different ways you can construct a page, blah, blah, blah. And it's true. It's so complicated these days. I don't even like it. Like I prefer, honestly, to still use a pencil and pen and brush. So I do. I started lettering digitally though, which has been a game changer because my handwriting is not great. Let software programs fix your mistakes. Yep, that's a big thing. If you make a mistake, you can just hit the undo button, bam. Whereas if you make a mistake using ink or paint, you really can't erase it. Advanced software programs, talking about how 3D modeling, you can use this and for like backgrounds and helps with perspective. So yeah, there's a lot of great tools to make life easier, but also more complicated at the same time. So is it really easier or not? I don't know, you be the judge. Recycle your artwork, not sure what that means, but I suppose you can just copy and paste. I think that is what he's talking about. See how this woman's face is the exact same face, just moved closer. So I think that's what he means. Instead of having to redraw that face, you can just copy it, paste it, boom. Use reference materials, So there's a lot of great things that the digital landscape can help with. File transfer protocols, showcasing your work online. It's talking about how it's easy to share your work, posting it online. Post your comic as a webcomic. So it even talks about webcomics, believe it or not. And yeah, webcomic's basically just a comic book you read on the internet instead of buying a book. And that's it for chapter 10.